special.
Yeah, let's
Stav.
talk about Nick Mullen stand-up special. Very funny stuff. I'm trying to think just off the top. Funniest jokes, probably the entire slave house thing.
No, Nick's special was very good. I also gave it an 8.5. My favorite joke was the COVID joke about the seatbelts. Overall, really liked it. Kind of went back and like rewatched a few bits of it too. So that's always a really good sign. Because I do that with Tim Heidecker's all the time.
I love Lady Gaga, but what's next? Lord Goo Goo?
Tim's is like a 10 out of 10. I mean, even if there's parts that run long, man, it sounds like now I sound like a Year of the Dragon guy myself.
Yeah.
Run long. What kind of name is that? No, that one just has so many different
comedianisms.
Yeah, for sure. And that was a great special all around. I can't remember anything else. My memory's bad.
Pretty much said everything I need to say. If you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube for free, so check it out. Even though it's got no stamp of approval from Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, certainly better. So today, Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah. So today, Jerry Seinfeld endorsed Stavros on Instagram. Can you pull that up?
Yeah, we're gonna get that picture of the carrot call. Yeah, here we go.
Damn, that cat is an asshole. I love how like majestic it looks in its fucking thumb and its DP though.
Poor Stavy. Fat skull. Where does he get this comment from Jerry?
It's the Seinfeld one. Which, by the way, I have a comment on this too before you get into the Seinfeld thing. Okay, this is caption. Well, zoom out really quick so you can see the photo.
Okay.
Right, so it's trending now on Netflix. We've got George Costanza. We've got Stavros Halkias next to each other.
Yeah.
And he goes, and this is something Stav has said for a long time. He goes, LOL, what the fuck? Go watch the special. I know you guys can read it. Go watch the special on Netflix so I can keep trending next to a character who I modeled much of my personality after. Now, you know this. He did George Costanza for Halloween one year.
Oh, yeah.
When he was still small.
Right.
Smaller.
Yeah.
He was still fat. But this makes no sense. He's nothing like George. George is like this, like neurotic. He's based on Larry David.
Right,
so it's
right.
like he's nobody from Cumtown.
Exactly.
Adam is Jerry. Adam's Jerry. Nick is Kramer. And Stav is like... Stav's nobody.
Nick is Kramer.
Oh my god.
Only because of the Laugh Factory fiasco. Yeah, no, I fully agree. Because, you know, what is Larry David? Larry David, there's a story about him in the Elon Musk biography where he was like at some funeral and Larry saw Elon Musk. And Larry goes up to Elon and he's like, so what's this thing about you like liking guns? What do you want kids to die? And so, you know, Larry will approach anybody about anything if he doesn't like them. And that's a very admirable trait. I love that about Larry David.
Yeah.
Stav would never do that. No, he would just be like, I don't know.
Well, and but it's like, if you just think about the character of George, even if you're going to say, I mean, yeah, he's based on Larry David, but the character, he's like confused. He gets into like semantic arguments. Like Stav is like known for being stupid and fat.
Right.
And like, the only thing they have in common is that they're bald. That's it. So it's like this idea that Stav he has no understanding of himself. This stupid fucking look on his face.
I know, this gap too in between his teeth from all that eating. I know.
I'm going to give him some serious credit though, because he's capitalized on the little podcast success.
Yeah.
And now he's just like going to be a household name, which is like gross because Stav is such a shitty human, but I love Stav still. I think he's hilarious. I know it sounds like we badmouth everybody, but then the magic trick of it all on this podcast is that we actually love these people.
Yeah, that's true.
We love Bill Maher. We love Roseanne. I don't want to deviate too much because my brain's going to start going.
Yeah. No, but you're right though, because we can't pick a random person and just shit on them for 20 minutes if we haven't watched like 4 hours of their content. You know, there's like a love for the chase.
Yeah, the thing is though, you're not going to get through to some of these people. Like you can't just sit there and tell Bill Maher like you're a boomer, so we kind of laugh at you, but we still like think we still like you. Yeah. But that's the thing about this show is you can't just go, oh, Steven, the Goontopia guys, they hate on everything. They don't like anybody. Or the opposite. Oh, they just love this person. They shouldn't be loved. It's a nuanced thing, people. Yeah. Okay, it's a very nuanced thing. So it's like with Bill Maher, we love that he's a total boomer. I have no hate for Bill Maher at all. Right. I don't even agree with him on politics. I don't think he knows what he thinks anymore. He's just always talking about social media stuff. He doesn't get it.
Yeah. He has like it's like social media and weed and what people can say nowadays, and that's it.
But like the funny thing about Bill Maher, like he thinks people might like him because he's cool. Like he wears his stupid like Ed Hardy shirt with his little fucking, you know, I don't know, this cucumber,
the unbuttoned like button up shirt, zucchini. And then like the band T-shirt underneath, and growing the zucchini, and an impressive size
And he
zucchini.
smokes weed and he knows how to mix a drink. So he thinks he's cool. But like the funny thing about Bill Maher is he's a boomer. So we're going to make fun of him and call him dumb, but we love him. Same thing with Stav.
Yeah.
It's crazy that he's this famous now. It's really the roundabout way, that was the roundabout way of getting there.
But I will say, not to discredit or not to just contradict everything that you have just said, because I agree with it all. One person I feel like I actually unironically am the closest to disliking is Jerry Seinfeld. And let me get into that. So Jerry, he says, unbelievable. I was literally making this reference today after watching your fantastic new special. It's our little secret, which I was literally making this reference today. Have you watched Seinfeld, right? Yeah. Have you ever noticed that George is like Stavros Halkias from Cumtown?
Come on, Jerry. What a lie.
Jerry Seinfeld has propped up the shittiest comedians
for sure.
of all time. He literally thought that Miranda Sings was like a beacon of hope for like online media creators. Don't ever forget that.
Young girls are very interested in this girl who does a fantastic show on YouTube. My daughter Sasha introduced me on YouTube, and I watched it and I started laughing. I think this girl's fantastically talented.
And is she a funny kid? Is she
Hilarious.
How old is
The show's comedians.
Yeah.
In 2016, Jerry Seinfeld did a video with Miranda Sings acting like she was the funniest thing that has ever come across the face of the earth. And he loved Kyle Dunnigan because, again, he doesn't know what Snapchat filters are. So when Kyle Dunnigan does his Bill Maher impression, which, by the way, he's an example of someone who copies people because he hates them. I think his stuff comes from a hateful place. But anyway, Jerry Seinfeld finds that to be funny. Jerry Seinfeld now finds Stav to be funny, which again, we say we don't hate Stav, we love Stav. But it is also true that the two things that Stav only ever jokes about is sex and food. And that's it. He may go food first, then sex second, sex first, food second. Doesn't matter. Yeah. That's what his brain, those are the two hemispheres of his brain. So for Jerry to come in and pretend like Stav has this brand new take on everything is a perfect example of him just blindly signing off for something that he knows nothing about.
Yeah, I mean, he just said it was a good special. I don't know if he's signing on to Stav.
That is signing off to it because it's putting his name on Stav's post.
First off, the thing about him saying that he made the reference today is a lie. I mean, like, can we agree? We agree on that.
We agree on that.
We agree on that much. There's no way he made that comparison unless he had the exact same thing on his Netflix where he saw George and Stav and he goes, those two guys look kind of similar.
Either George dressed up as Stav for Halloween or Stav dressed up as George for Halloween.
So that part's a lie. I mean, I don't think he made that comparison naturally because, again, Stav's not like George.
No.
But here's the thing. I'm going to have a feeling. I just have a feeling.
Okay.
That Stav's special is actually not that bad. It might even be better than the first one. Because the first one, I made this comment before, he was using a lot of old material.
Yeah.
And so this means he has a new hour, which we've probably all seen on Instagram already. You were kind of talking about that with me yesterday where everybody just uploads the crowd work in short little bits so you already know what their special is. What if it's just good and the Jerry's just like, whatever. Look, I agree with you though. He endorses stupid people, but he endorses stupid people in the same way that like all boomers do. Like my mom found this. My mom's not a total boomer, but she finds something that is like a Kim Kardashian impression. She's like, look at this. Doesn't she do them so good? She does all the Kardashians. She does all the impressions of them so well. And I'm like, yep, it was cool one time. And you see it 10 more times.
But how does somebody who's so ingrained into allegedly so ingrained into this business, how is he able to make mistakes like this all the time?
I think it's like he's just kind of autistic. I know we're trying to stop saying that. But I think he just sees something
Down
and then
syndrome.
He becomes enamored with it and then he probably obsesses over it. Or he doesn't at all and he just says shit like this willy-nilly. But I don't know. It's our little secret. Is that a reference to Seinfeld? Is that just a weird way to end it?
It's a weird way to say he listened to the Cumtown Jerry Seinfeld bit about him going unhinged. No, I don't know.
That would be crazy, though. Yeah. Somebody send that to him.
No, he responds, and by the way, I have noticed that black people have huge lips. I gotta take a swig. I'm a
swigger. You're a total swigger.